build habit-forming products by Nir Eyal. To build the next big product, you need users to get hooked on your app. In Hooked, Nir Eyal unveils a 4-step process to addicting your users. When these habit-forming steps are well designed, they pave the way for users to keep coming back. The 4 steps are trigger, action, reward, investment. Trigger is the first of these steps, and it appears to come right out of Pavlov's manual. To start the hook process, an app can use external triggers, like an email or notification, but eventually internal triggers, such as an emotion, is needed to move people back to your app. Action is the next hook. A premise is that without action, there is no habit formation. So how can a product designer get the user to act? The simplest action is a quick evaluation, as in the Facebook like. Reward is third. Social validation, e.g. my friends like this, is a quick way that encourages users to repeat this cycle. Investment is the final hook, in which the user adds content to the app, which helps repeat the loop. Ideally, this content sets up a trigger for the next cycle. Smartphones are an example of a product we are hooked on. 79% of smartphone owners check their device within 15 minutes of waking up every morning. Even more, a 2011 university study suggested people check their phones 34 times per day. However, industry insiders believe that number is closer to 150 times a day. This was a decade ago. Smartphones are even more addictive today, which was predicted by famed Silicon Valley investor Paul Graham, who wrote, "The world will get more addictive in the next 40 years than it did in the last 40. What's scary about Eyal's cavalier attitude toward creating addicting devices is that he flaunts the fact that habits are hard to break. He shares from the Journal of Substance Abuse Treatment the overwhelming evidence that people rarely change their habits for long. 2/3 of alcoholics who complete a rehabilitation program will pick up the bottle and their old habits within a year's time. Research also shows that nearly everyone who loses weight on a diet gained back the pounds within 2 years. Without any remorse, Eyal continues on his merry way to creating addictions. Action is critical. For this key step, he shares his former teacher's formula for action. The FOG behavior model states that a user can only take action when they are motivated and able to take action. That's when the trigger needs to be offered. Dr. Fogg is director of the Behavior Design Lab, formerly the Persuasive Technology Lab at Stanford University. This lab is known as the Millionaire Maker. Many students that have learned Fogg's techniques have become very wealthy indeed. Although Dr. Fogg's model was created to help people build positive goal-setting habits, Eyal has little trouble in sharing these techniques in a way that can help more people earn millions by addicting our children to a lifetime of slavery to greedy digital developers. To ensure the habit-forming process, Eyal shares another key feature of Fogg's model, which is simplicity. The entire process must be simple. That means developers must remove obstacles that stand in the user's way. When this process is streamlined and perfected, the subtitle of Eyal's book is realized, and a habit-forming product is the result. Yes, Eyal discussed the ethics of persuasion, but clearly this was not enough to undo the damage done by his focus on habit creation. My family has spent years trying to undo the harm caused by habit-forming addictions. The fact that Eyal can get away with creating a book like this without being formally chastised and censored shows that greed at any cost is worth the price. This is a sad commentary on our society and Silicon Valley. The result of this is kids will be forced to pay the deadliest price.